as Aset steps into new venture and extends its wings to embrace journal publishing under its umbrella. We are honored by all of your presence with us today. And may I ask everyone to rise for Tamil Taiwan. Thank you everyone, please be seated. We would like to start this event with an illuminous activity of lighting of the lamp. And for that, may I have the privilege of inviting the dignitaries to please light the lamp. We invite you to light the lamp of happiness to destroy darkness, the light of knowledge to banish ignorance, and the light of excellence to skip off mediocrity. Aset has bagged yet another achievement in its pocket as we officially launch the Aset Journal of Management Science, a bi-monthly peer-reviewed journal. The journal is for the purpose of encouraging young minds and the experience to contribute towards academic excellence through extensive research. And now comes the most privileged moment, the official launching of our journal. Let all our senses be vigilant as the procedure goes. may I request the dignitaries to please post and launch the event, please. Thank you, dignitaries. Please be seated. It's a happy occasion as we step into another milestone of publishing journals under our umbrella. And our journal will host and publish articles on the ideas in the field of education. And I'm glad to say that we have come a long way up till here. Before proceeding into the details of the journal, let us welcome the gathering on the official board. I invite Mr. Ravichandran, our Chief Advisor, to welcome the gathering.
Good morning to everyone. It gives me great pleasure in welcoming all of you for this great event, Aset Journal of Management Science. I am happy to invite Dr. Deepa Rajesh, Executive Director, Amit University, and Professor and Director of School of Management, Mohammed Rizwan, and NB Suresh, Editor Asset GMs. Every institution should have some type of a journal. If you know, it's very useful for one to participate in so many affairs for the betterment of the institution as well as the whole group. Thanks.
Thank you, sir. It's not often found that the elders usually welcome the gathering. But here we have the privilege of most eldest man here welcoming us. Thank you so much for doing the honor, sir. Thank you. And I would also like to introduce the academic credentials of the great men here. And first of all, I'd like to introduce Professor Santosh Kumar. You know him as Vice Principal or in terms of Operations Manager. I would also like to put forth some credentials on his academic background. He's a renowned academician. He has completed both his undergraduation and post-graduation in fire and industrial safety. He is also a certified NEBOSH trainer. He is currently working as principal at our college. And he is part of Alagappa University's syllabus framework for BSc and the MSc safety program. Sir has published more than 10 research articles in Scopus indexed journal. He has more than 10 years of teaching experience, and under his guidance, more than 500 students have completed final year projects. So we're really happy that you're here with us and associated with the journal. Sir has always managed to say no to public speaking, so we will save him for better events for speaking. And next in line we have Professor N.V. Suresh, the Vice Principal. It's also a great pleasure to welcome his academic excellence throughout his journey. Sir has 8+ years in teaching. He is the chairman for MBA Board of Studies, Alagappa University, member subject expert for the MBA Board of Studies, Bharat University. Sir is also the member of 4 reviewer board in journals. He has been very actively extending his collaborative services in various trainings and guest lectures. He has also completed recently rupees 5 lakh industry and consultancy project from Tamil Nadu State Council for Science and Technology, which is really an honorable moment for all of us Assetians. He has also received the award, Appreciation Award from MHRD, Government of India. He has published 20 research articles in Scopus and UGC Care. He has published 7 books, namely Logistics and Air Cargo, Strategic Management, etc. Professor is also part of AICTE Iraq. It is subject Export for Management Studies, and he has also developed 4 e-content for ODL Amat University. So we're really glad that you are also part of this journal publishing family. And if we observe, may I invite you to say a few words?
Good morning, everybody. Yeah, thank you. It is with profound pleasure, humanity, and anticipation that we celebrate the launch of Aset Journal of Management Science. It is basically a bi-monthly peer-reviewed journal. It is my honor to welcome the Chief Editor, Dr. Muhammad Swanson, and Chief Guest, Dr. S. Subramanian, Professor and Director of University, and Madam Dr. Deepa Rajesh, Executive Director, Amet University, and our Principal, Dr. Santosh Kumar sir, and my dear students and teaching and non-teaching staffs. I welcome you all for the grand launch of our journal. So I like to tell some few words about our journal so that you all got to know about what is our journal and what is our focus. So Aset JMS, it is a short form of our journal, is primarily focused on research paper which will focus on science and management from all fields. We welcome contributions that we can demonstrate near-term practical usefulness, particularly contribution that take multidisciplinary convergent approach, because many real-world problems are complex in nature. Aset JMS provides an ideal forum for exchange of information on all about topics and more in various formats. Full-length papers, letter-length research papers, survey papers, work-in-progress reports on promising developments, case studies, best practices, articles written by industry experts and renowned academicians and students. All these things we are welcoming. The journal's editorial board is strongly convinced this institute will provide science-driven peer-review articles conforming to the strict international process and editorial standards expected by the scientific community. Aset JMS is committed to publishing all manuscripts receiving high or top priority recommendation during the review process, whereas those receiving a medium priority will be considered for publication on case-by-case basis. In addition, publishing of manuscripts receiving the top priority will be fast-tracked. That is, they will be published online within 1 week after acceptance. The policy reflects many interest in quickly publishing all manuscripts judged to be a most impactful during the peer review process. Further, very important, we are also offering professional body membership in the field of management and science. We will recognize the researchers and students community in the form of awards for their contribution to the society. So, it is my privilege and honor, I can say that we are the first journal in the world where we are going to plan to give funding to the researchers. Till now, no journal has done any funding for the researchers. So we will be the first journal in the world who are going to give funding for the researchers. Up to 1 lakh rupees for each selected projects in order to encourage the researchers, and at the same time through this society will get benefited. That is our motto. Our motto of journal is not to earn money or not to earn anything. Our motto is that the revenue that is generated through this journal, it is given back to the society for the welfare of the society. So in the form of every month, we are inviting research proposals from all over India. And we are having a top like madam and we have sir and all who are renowned academicians and experts in their field. With a strong team, we will be framing the board, sir, who will be scrutinizing scrutinizing the research proposals. Thereby they will be recommending how much grant that can be given. Up to 1 lakh we are providing, with minimum of 10,000 starting. So 10,000 to 1 lakh we are providing. So all the proposals will be invited through online mode without any bias. Without any bias it will be given. So even the committee does not know who is the person that has applied for the research project. Their names will be hidden and only the proposals will be submitted to the research committee. Based on the results, we will be giving the funding projects. So this is one thing I would like to tell you all. I close this message by inviting everyone to submit their existing research to Aset JMS. All papers receiving a high degree of enthusiasm in the peer review process will find home at Aset JMS. Therefore, we are committed to publishing all discoveries, methods, resources and reviews that significantly advance the field of management science and its application. Once again, I welcome you to this journal. It is not this journal, it is your journal. With your support and authors, reviewers and editors, I see very bright prospect for Aset JMS to serve science and scientific community even better in future. Ultimately, we will improve more lives and consequently our communities. We hope to hear from you soon and we welcome your feedback. If you have any queries, suggestions or concerns, please address them to editor@asetjms.in. So we welcome your suggestions. Thank you. We hope you will find Aset JMS informative. Thank you all. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Sir, actually, but after he spoke, it threw a lot of light on what exactly this journal is all about and how it's going to proceed. I hope a lot of students and a lot of staffs around India will benefit from this journal. Thank you so much, sir, for being part of this journey. And may I invite Dr. Mohammad Rizwan, sir, to felicitate our guest of honor, Dr. Deepa Rajesh, with the memento and a token of love. Dr. Deepa Rajesh is a renowned academician and a researcher with 19 years of academic experience. She holds a PhD from the University of Madras. Thank you, dignitaries. She has 19 years of academic experience. She holds a PhD from the University of Madras. Nam has been part of Ahmed University since her joining and has shown spectacular contribution in research works. She is also the editor and managing director of Abode Ahmed, a journal of Ahmed University. Other than her guiding experience of numerous students, she has received Young Researcher Award. I think that's a clap. She has also been awarded as Best Citizen of India Gold Medal. The famous Tamil magazine Kalki has published her article in their series called Ini Oru Vidhi Seivom, and a person of such grandeur, ma'am, we have the privilege of inviting you to speak.
Very good morning. Morning. What sound they were there? So what is this journal all about? Kalila varasonnanga, laser board sonnanga, naamla photo, line la ukara sonnanga, seat gaaliya irukadadhu sonnanga, naangula vandu ukkarnom. Enna pannranga? Needa puriya. Okay, let me go. See, you all know for what you come. This institution has done something great today. Yes, so they have released a journal in management and science. You know the relevance of it? எவ்வளவு பெரிய விஷயம் தெரியுமா? நல்ல கை தட்டணும். முடிங்கன்னு நான் சொன்னேன். ஸோ நான் சீக்கிரமா முடிச்சிடுறேன். So first of all, I would like to congratulate the management for such an innovative and novel idea and thought. So it's a beautiful concept and they've rightly brought it at the right time. And also the team, organizing team behind this venture. Because certain things what Dr. Suresh has spoken and forgot about your journal. I went through the journal website when he called me. He said, okay, why not? Definitely this is a nice venture. நம்ம கண்டிப்பா போயிடணும். என்ன பண்ணோம்? கண்டிப்பா போய் உங்களை எல்லாம் என்ன பண்ணணும்? பார்க்கணும். இல்ல ஹாப்பியா இல்லையா? அப்ப கொஞ்சம் சிரிச்சுட்டு சொல்லணும். Okay? So I thought I'd come today. But நான் என்ன what I went and saw on the website, என்ன உங்களோட ஜர்னலோட பிளஸ் நான் பார்த்தேன்னா, it is offering a very low publication cost. Yes? Yes. And also, it is providing discounts to authors, which is not there. And the third important thing, whenever we researchers go and try to download any file from any other website or any other journal, immediately first line வந்தோடனே subscription pay பண்ணுங்க. எப்படி உங்க games download பண்ணா அது வந்து pay பண்ணணும்ன்ற மாதிரி. But here உங்க காலேஜ்ல they are giving it for free, full of free. Clap பண்ணுங்க. Something that really, that tickled my mind. This was the unique USP of your journal when we are talking about other journals. And also, I went through your objectives, very nice objectives, to form a bridge across academicians and industry. That's very important. Then, to provide an exchange of information on the local level and international platform. And the third one, what they wanted was to encourage cross-functional research. இதெல்லாம் உங்க வெப்சைட்ல உங்க ஜர்னல்ல நீங்க எழுதிருக்காங்க. And fourth one, they wanted to improve the applied empirical and experimental research on different avenues such as research dissertations, doctoral dissertations, case studies, monographs and such things. So the voluminous of ambition or objectives, that itself requires a special appreciation at this point. So you must aim high. Only when you aim high, you can achieve the goal. So like that, I'm really happy with your objectives. And idella pannom yaar your target audience. Your target audience are the policy makers. So everybody thinks or a research journal edha adu research sambandhama da irukum. It's only useful for people with research. No. It's a communication to the society. The researchers give so much of information. It's a valued communication for the society and the policy makers. So many policies have been framed based on the research. Anything you have to go with the statistics. For example, take COVID. In the country la enna irundho edha vachi kandupidikinga research. So everything, every data, the basis is research. But we do not know. Even for a small consumer usable or product வாங்குறீங்க ஓகேவா அது கூட என்ன பண்ணி தான் வாங்குவீங்க ரிசர்ச் பண்ணி நம்ம மேல பண்ண மாட்டோம் ஃபேர் அண்ட் லவ்லி நம்ம ஃப்ரெண்ட் போடணும் 4 வாரம் அவ வெள்ளையானா நம்ம வாங்குவோம் இல்லனா நோ ஓகேவா so every product whether உங்களுக்கு தெரியுதோ தெரியலையோ you have been consciously doing a research and now that you have a journal of the own it's something totally a different level. And finally what I would suggest for the authors is bring out a work that is very interesting, insightful and different. Your work must be bold and also it should definitely have a value addition to the existing topic. Or topic la nama panumbodhu definitely a value addition irukum. If it's going to be repetitive archa naane class la archa neenga enna பண்ணுவீங்க தூங்குவீங்க என் கிளாஸ்ல எல்லாம் அப்படி கிடையாது எக்ஸசைஸ் பண்ணனும் ரவுண்ட் ஓடணும் கேஸ் ஸ்டடி கொடுப்பேன் வாங்க என் கிளாஸ்க்கு ஒரு நாள் so all these things are very important in the research. So I encourage this kind of a work and I wish the principal, the founder that you have to bring out more such novel ventures, more such innovative ideas and I want the students to support the organization because unga support illama endha or concern valada mudiyum. Yes? So you must keep supporting your enna Another, your college and your faculties. So my hearty wishes to all of you all behind this novel venture. Bring out more topics in the recent advancements that's happening in both arts and science. It's a wonderful field, and definitely I would like to be collaborative with this organization at different levels, and wishing everyone the best, both the students and the management and the members. Thank you all. Have a wonderful day.
Thank you, ma'am. That was one of the shortest and the sweetest speeches that I've heard. And thanks for speaking in the language that students understand. Thank you so much, ma'am. I'm really honored to have you here for this event. Thank you. And let this be the moment to honor our chief guest, Dr. Subramanian. And may I invite Professor Santosh Kumar to do the honors and deliver a token of love. Subramanian sir is a professor at the Aset College of Management Studies, University of Chennai. He also has 18 years of teaching experience. Thank you, sir, for the honors. Thank you. He has been teaching management studies for the past 18 years. Sir has published many articles and journals and has written around 10 books, including Fundamentals of Logistics, Customs Theory. He has handled 3 major projects for the government of Tamil Nadu. Tamil Nadu government 3 major projects. Entrepreneurship from skill development, curriculum development for management studies programs, and for invited talk. Additionally, he is also guiding 9 PhD scholars. He is also the member, Board of Studies Management, University of Madras, member, Board of Studies, Sports Management, Tamil Nadu Sports and Physical Education University, Chennai. He is also the member, Board of Studies, from Mother Teresa Women's University, Kodaikanal. He is also the member of Board of Studies for Sairam Institute of Management and Sairam Institute of Technology. It's a great privilege that you are here with us, sir, man of such accolades. We have been waiting to hear from you for long, so let's not make wait anymore.
Very good morning.
Morning, sir.
Respected young and dynamic CEO of this esteemed institute, Dr. Muhammad Swanson, who is also chief editor of this Aset Journal of Management Science. Respected Dr. Deepa Rajesh, Executive Director, Amet University. Respected Professor K. Santosh Kumar, Principal of Aset College. Respected Mr. Ravichandran, Senior Advisor, Skill and Training, Aset College. Respected Professor M. Suresh, who is my friend, who is Vice Principal of this college and editor of this Aset Journal of Management Studies. Finally, I Miss Suruti Tandavan, who is going to propose vote of thanks for this function. Most of the things are very lively delivered by Dr. Deepa. Even though being a chief guest, I have to add some more points. I am going to give an appeal to both the chief editor and also the editor. You know pretty well what's the importance of journals, especially research in nature. for academics. So, you know that UGC, University Grants Commission regulations, either for a conventional education or a distance education or online education, they have very clearly brought down what are all the publication and research ethics should be followed by those researchers and also academics who are guiding researchers to leading to your PhD. Then nowadays, the journal plays a very vital role. This is a medium to disseminate the inventions or the research findings, not only to the academicians and also public in general. And also we can say those who are interested stakeholders. Actually, whenever we are talking about ethics in research and publication, first we have to think of plagiarism. You know, here the copyright law or intellectual property rights is playing a vital role here. I am again appealing both chief editor and editor, you please go for that quality check whenever you are publishing your paper from author. Then you know that this journal is part and parcel of all academics. You know pretty well. Whenever we are going for any appointment or career advancement promotion in university or any kind of educational institution, first they will look at what is your publication skill. So based on your publication skill, they are awarding an API, Academic Performance Index. Your academic performance index not only based on your class teaching or what kind of evaluation or delivery mechanism that particular academician or researcher is following. Irrespective of this, you have to have a good publication skill. That too with ethics. So, you know pretty well there are so many journals. I can list a few, otherwise I can say the web portals who are supported the journals like Web of Science or Scopus indexed journals or your Thomas Reed Trust. These are all very quality journals. And also we are very often talking about indexed journals. Very clearly given in UGC regulations for appointment and promotion, that journal should be listed under UGC care or it should be indexed one. And also it should have a high impact factor. What do you mean by impact factor? So how your journal, the publication alone will not end with your quality of, ensuring quality of your journal. How far your journal is access to a needful stakeholder. That is very important. Based on that only, how many people have accessed and obtained your information from your journal in terms of citation in another publication by the researcher or academician. So based on that only, the impact factor will be awarded to your journal. So the first, you are a primary group, or we can say that you are a first line forerunner of this journal. You have to support it, and also you have to access that journal, and also you have to give innovative papers. Whenever I am talking with your CEO, really all your programs are novel and innovative, which are unexplored by normal people. Generally, your fire safety or industrial safety or hygiene, environment, all are unexplored area in terms of management. And also application towards industry. They may have academic research. There are so many academic researches are done under these domains. But application are what Suresh rightly pointed out, action-oriented research. That action-oriented research will be taken into the field. most of the academic researchers, sometimes, Madam rightly pointed out here, the research contribution or findings will be taken as a policy making body, or it will be taken for making a policy. We can't say all the research will not contribute towards making of a policy. Some few research. That too, it should be an action-oriented research. So we are all responsible people. We are mutually, we can say in biology, it's a symbiotic relationship. We have to take something from a society in turn, we have to contribute to the society also. It's a responsibility of all the academics in terms of teaching and also the student. So this is a very good avenue for everyone, not only to you. I can say it's a very good avenue for all academic community and also researchers. I congratulate both chief editor and editor Dr. for doing such a wonderful. I can say it's such a wonderful venture. It is going to benefit more and more people. I can say this will get used by the society also. It's my last appeal to both editor and chief editor. One day I have to see your journal under the Elsevier. It should be Elsevier or EBSCO or your Emerald. These are all the premium portals, which is very you can have enormous resources for it. Some resources are, you might have heard about these open educational resources also is there. It is not copyrighted. Anyone can utilize that material without any permission of other. You can access to it. Whenever it is copyrighted, we must be very careful. The nodal agency also announced by the UGC for monitoring and regulating such kind of violation in intellectual property right or copyright. That affects university is called Savitri Pune University based at Pune. Most of the girls are here. May know who is who is Savitri Pune? She is the first woman in India who has struggled for women education. She is a cause for the women so entering into higher education institution. With these words, I thank both the editor and chief editor for this opportunity, and also I am really delighted to meet you all. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. You yourself are a man exposed to different journals, and you yourself have written books. And such appreciating words from you means a lot to us. And it keeps encouraging to move a little further and take more bolder steps. Thank you so much for encouraging words. Mr. Suresh sir wants to say something.
Only few words, sir. As rightly pointed out, Professor Dr. S. Subramaniam sir has told your appeals. So I would like to give some things, what we have planned at FAIL, sir. First thing is, sir has told about plagiarism. Yes, we are using Turnitin software, sir. We have already purchased the Turnitin software and we are going to use only Turnitin software. So we are not going to use any open.
Why do you go for original?
Oh, original only, sir.
No. Original means it has here got as a wood. Now it is converted into original. It's a software developed by UGC. They are accepting that side.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We have our article asset. We have a separate manager, sir, for taking care of all these things. Is Mr. Hamid. Yeah, Mr. Hamid. So actually, he has got quotation, right? You remember? But as sir rightly told, yes. So we have got quotations and we have given purchase offer also. So we are ensuring that. And second step, sir, regarding the UGC care also, we have started the process. and we have applied for RNI, sir, a Registration of Newspapers of Indian Act, which is under the consideration by Government of India, sir. Once they approve our status, we will get the RNI number. Soon after getting RNI number, we will be applying for EASSN and PISSN with the help of IQAC, the university we are affiliated with, Aradappa University, because it is very clearly mentioned that earlier we can directly go for UGC care. So now they have a little bit changed. That means the college has to send the form, our journal form for indexing in UGC care through the university IQAC. So we are planning. So very soon we will have the UGC CAD indexed journals that I would like to tell you, sir. And we are also having already started talks with the Emerald Insight also. Very soon, as Professor said, with his blessings and Madam's blessings, definitely we will be indexed in UGC CAD, sir. And I have one more thing, final thing. Till August 15, sir. This August 15, we are inviting the journals with a free. That means there is no publication charges or no processing charges, nil. Students can publish our article, researchers, anybody can publish at free of cost. We are giving them with DOI number, Digital Object Identification number, for each and every journal we are giving. So that is what I would like to tell you. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir. Now is a moment from the Journal of Asset Management and Science. We would like to present a token of love as a sign of honor to our dear management, Dr. Mohammed Rizwan sir. So may I invite Dr. Subramanian sir to please present the memento to Dr. Mohammed Rizwan. Professor N. Suresh sir to kindly receive the memento from Dr. Subramanian sir. Please do the application. I also invite Professor Santosh Kumar to receive the token of love from Dr. Deepa Rajesh. Last night to be honest. Thank you, thanks everyone. And finally, it's the moment to listen to our Chief Editor of Aset Journal of Management and Science, Dr. Mohammed Rizwan sir, our Chief Executive Officer, talking about his academic performance over the years. He has been actively involved in teaching for more than 15 plus years. He is an adventurous academician. Sir is also one of the most sought after personalities for trainings, lectures, and honoring the events. He is also the chief editor of Aset Journal of Management Studies, and he is the first academician to introduce and propose the safety courses in Aradappa University. And may we have a big round of applause for such an initiative. And the initiative that you have initiated in the university, I think it will keep inspiring a lot more to come in the future. And may we have the privilege of listening to you, sir, please.
Very good morning to all.
Good morning, sir.
So it is with much joy and that we celebrate the launch of Aset Journal of Management Science, Aset JMS. So on behalf of the Aset JMS, the editorial team, I would like to extend a very warm welcome to the Chief Guest, Dr. Subramanian, Professor and Director of Tamil Nadu Open University, and Dr. Deba Rajesh Ma'am, Executive Director, Ahmed University, and Professor Editor, Aset JMS, and both teaching and non-teaching, and my dear students. Actually, that Aset JMS is dedicated to the rapid of high quality research papers on how advance in management and science can help us meet the challenges of the 21st century and to capitalize on the promises ahead. We welcome contributions that can demonstrate near-term practical usefulness, particularly contributions that take a multidisciplinary approach because many real-world problems are complex in nowadays nature. So barely a decade into the new millennium, we have witnessed a significant event, also such as 9/11, that SARS and the South Asian tsunami, to name but a few. There are also the ongoing issues such as you people know very well, demographic changes, climate changes, that pollution, aging, internal migration, and rapid urbanization. So management of resource and environment issues like the current debate about the climate changes. Recently we conducted international conference in the topic of climate, green technology and climate changes, that last 2020 academic year. As researchers, we aim to seek ways to harness the power of technology to meet some of these real world challenges and to provide the substance for making informed judgment on important matters. For example, modeling and prediction can help manage growing populations, model the spread of diseases, of identify future security threats. Then analysis of satellite imagery coupled with knowledge discovery can help manage of deforestation. So resource or prepare a future evacuation plan. Already we are covering in industrial safety management in large level of thing. In response to natural disasters, large scale information processing can aid understanding and to what to extend for human activities. So can impact the environment and the climate. The list of possibilities is gone nowadays. As for the promises, the lay ahead, science and management has already become an integral part of everyday, day-to-day life and everyday life. So from commerce and government to scientific, discovery, healthcare, education and entertainment, Aset JMS provide an ideal forum for exchange of information and all of the above topics and more in future actually. In various formats, full length and letter length research papers, survey papers, work in progress actually, the reports on promising development, the case study, best practice articles written by industry experts, scholars, academicians, and tutorials on up and coming technological breakthroughs. So Aset JMS is published 6 times a year. To ensure rapid information, we aim to at completing the review process of each paper within a 3 months of initial submission. We also publish a special issue on relevant themes proposed by guest editors. So finally, we wish to encourage more contributions from the scientific community and industry peoples to ensure continued success of the journal. Authors, reviewers and guest editors are also welcome. We also welcome comments and suggestions that could improve the quality of the journal. So thank you so much. We hope you will find Aset JMS in a very informative in the future. So thank you so much for people here. Once again, thank you. Jai Hind.
Thank you, sir. we are with you in taking this step forward, and we all assure that we will all give our best in taking this journal into another level. Thank you so much. I invite Ms. Shruti, lecturer in the Department of Logistics and Shipping, to propose a word of thanks.
Gratitude unlocks the fullness of life. It turns problems into gifts, failures into success, the unexpected into perfect. Gratitude makes sense of the past, brings peace to today, and creates a vision for tomorrow. Let us all thank the Almighty for blessing us with this day, a day with this great opportunity to witness this new beginning. My heartfelt thanks to our pillar of support, our CEO, Dr. Mohammed J. Swanson, our operations manager, Mr. Santosh Kumar, our chief advisor, Mr. Ravi, and our vice principal, Mr. Suresh, for their constant guidance and encouragement. I take immense pleasure in extending my sincere thanks to our chief guest for the day, Dr. S. Subramanian, Professor and Director, School of Management Studies, Tamil Nadu Open University, for gracing the occasion with your valuable presence and for your words of insight. My heartfelt thanks to our guest of honor, Dr. Deepa Rajesh, Executive Director, MSc. We are grateful for having you among us today, ma'am. I am grateful in extending my special thanks to the team behind the screen, all teaching and non-teaching staff, the designing team, the hospitality team, the MC and audio team, the hall arrangements team, and all those who have been the stepping stones of support and hard work in making this event a grand success. Finally, the leaders of tomorrow, my dear students, my special thanks to you all. There are only two ways to live your life. Nothing is a miracle or everything is a miracle. Today, we all have gathered here not just to witness one such miracle, but to join hands to create many more miracles. I once again thank you all for joining us today. Thank you.
We have neared the end of this event, and may I ask all of you to rise for the national anthem.
Adinayaka Jaya He Bharata Bhagya Vikhata Punjab Sindh Gujarat Maratha Dravida Uttara Banga Vindhya Himachal Yamuna Ganga Uchala Jagadhi Taranga Tava Shubha Name Jage तब शुभ आशीष मांगे गाहे तब जय गाथा जन गण मंगल दायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता जय हे जय हे जय हे जय 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 हे.
Thanks everyone, and thank you dignitaries. Students, please stay on as the guests leave the stage.